Okay, very disappointing result, very disappointing for our young men that are sitting in that locker room. Somebody made a comment to me after the game that, boy, they kept fighting, and that's a given in this program. That's not something to be proud of. That's something that's expected. I thought that 3 turnovers in the first quarter resulted in 10 points for them. We have a field goal that was going to be good, that a guy gets knocked all the way back, they tip the ball, and the ball hits the crossbar, and the difference in the game is 3 points. I thought our defense in the second half was outstanding. They gave up 3 points. They created turnovers. Offensively, we didn't play as well as we should, and that comes back to me and our coaching staff for not getting these guys to be able to put more points on the board. So I'll open up to any questions.
Based upon what you're seeing, I know you've got a chance to review the film yet, but off the top of your head, why was the offense struggling for the first 3 quarters?
They locked up man-to-man, and they were able to get pressure to quarterback. We had some guys make some busts in the protection. We had some guys make some busts in the run game, and we just never got into a rhythm and never got going. And then we turned the ball over. I mean, we have a big screen for a first down. Kyler Neal's running, and all of a sudden, the ball comes out. We throw a pick in the end zone. That's points off the board. We lose by 3. I mean, if it's incomplete, that's a sure field goal. I mean, our field goal kicker's money. Fumbled early, first drive of the game. We go first down, next play, then we come back with another first down, and they strip him, and the ball gets on the ground. They run it 43 yards for a touchdown. I mean, you give up 3 turnovers in the first quarter and 10 points. You lose by 3 with a missed field goal because of pressure and a tip. That's.
How much did it take the team an amount of time to recover from those early mistakes, in your opinion, or did you see them?
No, I don't think it. Yeah, I don't think that was the case. I don't think it took them. I mean, obviously we didn't recover. We didn't score till the end, but I don't think that was it. I think it was the fact that, give them credit, Charlotte did a great job, and I did a poor job.
And what was you talked about the busts on the offensive line? Did they change up some of the schemes they're doing from the film, or what was causing?
Well, we didn't know exactly what they were going to do. It was a brand new defensive coordinator that wasn't with them, so we had to study film from where he was. They just had a few different things, nothing really different that we didn't expect. They did a lot of movement up front, and they were moving the line and stemming those guys, and they were doing a lot of pressure. I mean, it was dial a blitz, and we didn't do a good job from a coaching standpoint to put our players in position to succeed. I thought when the defense in this day and age holds a team to 23 points, 3 in the second half, that's good enough to win. Offensively, we need to do better. Coaching-wise, we need to do better. Defense, yeah, did they give up a big one? They gave one over our head, which is one of the things we don't want to do. But, again, they ran 86 plays. We ran 69. 86 plays, sometimes those things happen. Again, 23 points, 3 in the second half. I don't think we can fault our defense. If anybody's going to be to blame for this, it needs to be me and my coaching staff. We'll fix all the other stuff.
There are some tweets calling, for your job already. The kids will see that. How are you going to?
I do my job.
Say anything to them about that?
We talk about it all the time. If you've ever been out there, we talk about not believing the hype, just sticking with what we do and working hard. And we don't talk about our team on social media, nor, there's always going to be something negative. We're not worried. I mean, that's not, we go to work every day to get these kids, help these kids have a better life and make them better football players. And we will continue to do that as long as we're supposed to. We're still undefeated in the conference. We're 0-0 in the conference play, and we go to New Mexico State next week, who we lost to in the last 15 seconds last year. We're still 0-0.
Early thoughts on the pass rush today? Got some hurries, got multiple sacks.
Well, I thought our defense did a good job, especially in the second half. Jesse did a good job of creating pressure on the quarterback and getting in there. And, I think some of our speed showed on defense today. But, again, they scored 3 more than we did, so it wasn't good enough all the way around.
Talk about the passing game a little bit. First half, more struggle, more off throws, so on and so forth.
Whole game.
Well, yeah, I was going to say that in the second half, it seemed to get better.
Yeah.
Move ball more and progress. Is it just quarterback getting comfortable with the whole team as a result? Or is it just
That and, we were 3 for 15 on third down conversions. You're not staying on the field. That attributes to the 69 total plays. 3 for 15 on third down conversions. They were 11 of 21. So that is 8 more drives, with the chance to do it. So I don't think we were at our best in the passing game. I thought that they did, but give them credit. I thought they played good defense against us, as far as getting up in our face and pressuring us up with our wide receivers. And, that's kind of what happened.
Do you think not having Donovan and I know Joel was out there, but don't think he caught a pass?
No, he can't.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, Donovan Harden's a first-team all-conference wide receiver, and Joel Ruiz is a first-team all-conference tight end that's, by Mel Kiper, rated the top 5 in the nation. That's almost – look at the amount of production that wasn't on our field for us. It's hard to go out there and win at this level. I'm not making any excuse, but it would have really helped if Joel Ruiz was healthy and Donovan Harden's healthy. It would help us, of course. Those are 2 first-team all-conference players on one side of the ball that aren't in. That'd been like taking out Julio Jones and Tony Gonzalez when he was playing away from Matt Ryan. But there's no excuse. We make no excuse for losing. No excuse. And it's not that. We lost the game. I'm a big boy, and I understand it. Yes, sir.
Taz Bateman seemed to have some good chunk yardage. What do you attribute that to?
Taz Bateman is an explosive player. He was able to make some plays. He's got great speed. He's tough. He's got really good balance and vision. So he'll keep getting better and better as he goes. That's his first game in Division I football. So we look forward to having Taz, playing for us this year and doing a really good job. But I thought he showed his explosiveness. He's a very explosive player, and he's a smart player.
Was there any talk about putting Amir in for a series as Nick struggled a little bit?
Not really, because we're trying to get Amir ready, but he's been trying to get up to speed with the defenses and things, and it was something that we want to do and we're going to do, but we didn't feel like it would have been fair to Amir to put him in that situation when it's blitz every down, every other down, and put him in the line of fire like that. You got to bring him along. I learned that we have the ability to play good defense. I know we're much better than we performed on offense. I learned that I've got to make sure that we as a staff can't allow some of the thing, the chirping on the field. And nowadays they're calling both teams, they're throwing a penalty and they're pulling it against both guys. There's some things that we've got to make sure that from a discipline standpoint that our young men understand when the fine line between winning and losing. With as bad as we played, and again, give Charlotte credit. I'm not saying that they didn't play well. Give Charlotte credit. They won. They deserve to win, but we didn't help ourselves by not taking care of the football, by giving up a big play over our head, and then the field goal that got blocked. Those are all controllable things that we can fix. I've looked in the mirror and seen the problem, and it's us. So, we'll go to work, we'll fix it, and come back next week and try to go get a victory at New Mexico State. Yes. We have no idea yet. Those are all doctor and trainer deals. We play them when they tell us they're able to play. I don't delve into that. Yes. Well, the rule is it has to be indisputable evidence. I'm not. I didn't have any problem with the officials. I'm not. There wasn't officials. You know, I don't yell at them or anything. We talk. They made a call on the field, and when you looked at it from my angle, when you looked up, could have went either way, but it has to be indisputable evidence, and that wasn't. So they made the right call.
We just didn't execute like we were supposed to. We had a good game plan. We had a good game plan, but we just didn't come out and execute and take care of the ball like we practiced.
What was the cause of the failure to execute?
Just people missing assignments and seeing new things. It's a defense coordinator that wasn't there last year, so we didn't have a lot of film to study on them. We practiced for what we thought they were going to do, but we weren't ready when we were on the field.
What do you have to say to the critics of Coach Miles?
They did a good job. They had us prepared for the game. We just didn't execute on the field.
How do you improve that for next week?
A lot more practice, a lot more work, and we're going to get in the film room a lot more and have better chemistry offensively and make sure we take care of the ball better.
You seem to throw a lot of deeper passes as opposed to last year. Is that something you guys are going to work more on, or is that just part of the game plan for today?
That's something that we want to work more on. We have what we believe to be the most athletic and best receiving core in the conference, and we want to utilize those guys going down the field.
The interception in the corner of the end zone, what did you see on that? What happened?
We thought it was man coverage, and we audible to a play that we thought could win with the slot going to the corner of the end zone. The cornerback that was covering the outside receiver peeled off when the ball was in the air and was able to make a good play on the ball. I mean, Donovan's a great player. He showed what he can do last year, and so did Joel. I know Joel wasn't able to go full go today. I mean, but that's not the reason that we didn't do what we were supposed to do. We don't make excuses, and we don't believe in any kind of drop-offs. The guy that comes up next is supposed to fill that production, and I think we have the capability and we have the talent behind those guys to do that. I could have put Glenn and in some better positions in the slot to make more plays. And I missed Penny earlier in our last series on what would have been a touchdown. So those are plays that our slot receivers would have made, and Donovan would have made as well, and the guys that were in would have made, but I just didn't give them a good chance.
Take us through that touchdown pass you passed.
I mean, they were blitzing. We were blocking with 5, and I think they were rushing 6 or 7. So I knew that we weren't going to have very many guys. They were going to get in pretty fast. Taz motioned out to wide receiver, and the linebacker went to cover man-on-man with no safety help, and Taz had a go route, so I knew I just had to kind of keep myself upright in the pocket long enough to give him the ball, so I just caught the snap and backpedaled a little bit to get away from the guys that were coming in free and just tossed the ball high into the end zone. And something we talk about is always trust. Offensively and defensively, we play with trust, and I trusted Taz to beat that linebacker and get to the corner of the end zone when the ball came down, and that's exactly what he did. Frustrated, but at the same time determined. We know we're going to change things and turn things around. It's disappointing, really disappointing to lose the first game, especially because we were so excited, so ready to come out here and make a big statement to start the season. But we know now that we just have to learn from it. Fortunately for us, this wasn't a conference game, and so we still have a really good chance of making the corrections we need to make, looking at the film, and studying for the next opponent and making some improvements and changing things around. When you look at this game, I mean, yeah, we only put up 20 points. Our defense did a great job, though, and we're just a couple plays from lighting up the scoreboard. I underthrew a go route earlier to Robert. That could have been a touchdown, and that ended up in a punt. I could have hit Penny on a touchdown, and we could have scored 40 seconds earlier than we scored. And maybe something different happens with the onside kick. You never know. And there were some other offensive plays, just fumbles. Putting your defense out on the field for the first time, and they're already down 7-0. That's tough. So just those little tiny things. starting the game faster, being more responsible with the football, and not missing on the big plays that we could have made, this game could have been a lot different, and we know that. And we're going to take that into the rest of the season, and we're going to make those plays.
Let's see, the interception, they ran a corner route. We were in man, ran a little corner route. And first I couldn't see it because, the lights are bright out there. But seen the ball, just went up and got it. And at that point, I didn't see anybody in front of me, so I tried to go out and got caught from behind. And that's where we ended up, like on a 1 yard line, 2 yard line. And then we had the other interception. He ran kind of like a dig route, something like that. Ball was a little high, just seen it coming, snatched it out of the air. Then we had one of the fumble recoveries. I just remember seeing 4, Alonzo McGee, hit the dude. They bobbled the ball a little bit. He came in, hit him, knocked it off, seen it, got excited and jumped on it. Wanted to scoop and score, but hey, we'll take it. And the other turnovers were pretty similar to that one. Mm-hmm. Most definitely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the defense, the guys in front of me were just playing tremendously. The guys that forced those fumbles were really the ones that deserve a lot of credit for that.
Y'all gave up, slightly more than 400 yards, but it didn't seem like that. Just talk about the mood of the defense throughout the game.
We came out real fired up. We knew that there was going to be adversity. We knew that there was going to be things that was going to try to bring us down. We knew that coming in, and so I think we were real prepared for that. We were fired up every time we came out. I know I was excited. I mean, I know that the offense kind of was a little slow to get it started, but I was excited to go out. I'm like, hey, it's another opportunity for us. So I was really excited about that. Top this performance, score. Got to score. When I touch the ball, I have to score. That's my big thing. Is I feel like I left a little bit out on the field. 3 opportunities to scoop and score, 2 opportunities to run an interception back. That was really something that I need to get done.
And, I know you had the 5 takeaways, but how do you feel you played overall, taking those out of the equation?
Mm-hmm.
Run support and pass coverage.
I think I specifically played very well. I had a couple missed tackles, which were big for me. I don't like missing tackles. It's just as bad as dropping an interception. But there was about 2 missed tackles that I wish I could have had back. And it is what it is. But we're definitely looking forward to next week.
Even like Doug said, kind of take the 5 takeaways out of the equation. What did you specifically and the defense around you work on for next week that you can improve on?
Communication was a big thing. I don't think it was too much of an issue, but you can always improve on communicating. Just some simple communicating can kind of just make guys a lot more comfortable if they hear a guy behind them or in front of them saying something, whatever it is. It just builds a little bit of comfort for the defense. So that's one of the biggest things. Other than that, the scheme was great. We only had to call a few calls, and we were in position for, almost everything. One of the biggest things that we do need to improve on is wrapping up. We had a lot of missed tackles, guys slipping off and whatnot, but next week it's a whole nother game.
Guys are now playing for Coach Miles' job. It seems like how do you step up to it now?
Coach Miles is a great guy. He really cares about us, and it's obvious. But at the end of the day, I kind of feel like we're all fighting for our jobs. So it's really just stepping up to the plate and doing what we can do. At any moment, any of us can be taken out of the game. Any of us can, get our job taken away from us. So it's really just coming in, everybody fighting for their job. And if that's done, then Coach Miles is going to be a happy man.